site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mayfield. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And hang on here, Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Spencer. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out.
And
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Here's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miles. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Patriots 3, Browns 0.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, it's Spencer. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
36. Over.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking it out.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tucker roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark. But I'm not sure he got there. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Micah Kaiser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for the Patriots. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
On play action, it's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side of Smith.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 31, Rodgers over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Andy Isabella, 31 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 19, Browns 14. Justin Rohrwasser is set to go.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
second down at 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Like 28. Go. Go. Inside.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
47. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield now. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, picked there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Mike 22, Mike 22. I got him.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Room past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On play action, now Rodgers. It's caught, Smith. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Rodgers to throw once more. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the bucket. Kill. Turn up. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Mike 28. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Rodgers going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns. Touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Browns have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Spencer. That's shedding his way forward. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Rodgers to throw. He's got Henry. A strong running. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
They'll run on first down. Spencer. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now